Hello aspirants, welcome to La Excellence. Welcome to the session on Current Affairs for Beginners. In this session, I am going to tell you about the terms, concepts, schemes and institutions that appeared in today's newspaper, that is 21st June 2018. Let me give you answers for yesterday's questions. The first question is, consider the statements regarding Home Rule League movement. The first statement is, it is based on the Irish Home Rule League movement, and the second statement is, Nehru got influenced by the Home Rule League movement, and both the statements are true, so the answer is both 1 and 2. And the second question is, lazy banking is the term used with regard to. The answer is NPA, non-performing assets. The first article is neither new nor undesirable. In this article, we have to see what is this quo warranto. We have fundamental rights under Part 3 of our Indian Constitution, and we have Article 32 under it, and under this article, Supreme Court shall have power to issue the directions or writs, including the writs of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto and certiorari, and these writs are to enforce any of the rights that is conferred by this Part 3 of the Constitution. And now we have to see what is this quo warranto. Now we know this is a writ that is issued by the Supreme Court to enforce any fundamental right. This writ literally means by what authority. That means under this writ, the court can inquiry into the legality claim of a person to a public office. Remember, it is not to the person who is in private office, or it is not in the person who is in ministerial office, but only to the person of public office of a permanent character that is created by the statute or by the Constitution. And the next article is the seeds of sustainability. In this article, we have to see two things. The first thing is zero budget natural farming, and the second thing is World Economic Forum. The first thing is zero budget natural farming. This was launched in 2015 under Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, and the main aim of this project is to eliminate the chemical pesticides and to promote the organic farming with agronomic practices. And the objectives of this scheme is to fight against the drought and intercropping. That is, it is a multiple cropping practice that involves two or more crops grown in a given piece of land. The main aim of this is to produce more yield in a given area by making use of the resources and ecological processes that would otherwise be utilized by only one crop. Now, in the given area, we can use the same resources with the two different crops. And what they will do in this zero budget natural farming is, they will develop the microbial culture, that is, they will provide the nutrients, and they will treat the seeds, seedlings or any plant material. And the third thing is mulching of soil, that is, preparing the soil through organic means. And the fourth thing is they will try to retain the moisture or improve the moisture level in the soil. These four things they will do through organic ways, and this is called zero budgeting natural farming. And the second one is World Economic Forum. This is a Swiss-based non-profit foundation. Remember, the questions will be like, World Economic Forum is an intergovernmental organization. No, this is wrong. Or the question will be like, it is a United Nations agency. No, this is wrong. It is a non-profit foundation that is recognized in 2015 by the Swiss authorities under Switzerland's Host State Act 2007. What is the mission of this World Economic Forum? In this forum, all the business, political and economic leaders of the society to shape global, regional and industry agents, they will engage. That is, they will meet in this particular forum. And they will discuss there the most important issues the world is facing today. And in this World Economic Forum, we have three things. The first thing is regional meetings. It will hold some 6 to 8 regional meetings in locations like Africa, East Asia and Latin America. And 2 other meetings like annual meetings that every year it will held in China, India or United Arab Emirates. And besides this, they releases some reports, and the third thing is they will engage with its members in some sector specific initiatives like education sector, environmental related, climate change related, like this sector specific like health. They will engage with these initiatives, and it releases so many reports such as Global Information Technology Report, Global Gender Gap Report and Global Risk Report, Global Travel and Tourism Report, Global Enabling Trade Report, Network Readiness Index, Global Power Language Index, Global Energy Architecture Performance Index and Human Capital Index. Try to read all this and what it is for. And if any organization or any forum is in news, try to see if that organization releases any report and try to know about what that report is. Next article is beating plastic pollution. In this article, we have to see the word United Nations Environment Programme. This was founded under UN Conference on Human Environment in 1972. This is also famously known as Stockholm Conference, and the headquarters of this is in Nairobi, that is in Kenya. And what does this agency do? This is an UN agency, and it will coordinate with all the environmental activities with all the developing countries that are implementing environmentally sound policies and practices. And it will cover a wide range of issues that is ranging from atmosphere, marine and terrestrial ecosystems, environmental governance, green economy. That is, in these issues, if developing countries want any help or any aid or any coordination, this UN agency will help them, and it will aid in formulating any treaties or guidelines on the issues such as international trade in potentially harmful chemicals and any disputes or anything related transboundary air pollution, that is between the boundaries of either the countries internationally, and the issues related to contamination of international waterways. And it will fund and implement all the environmental related development projects. And the next thing is Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016. Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016. We have Plastic Waste Management and Handling Rules 2011. But now, to achieve the target of Swachh Bharat mission, these rules were replaced by the new rules, that is Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016. Let us see what are the features of this Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016. The first important feature is they increased the minimum thickness of plastic carry bags. They said it should be from 40 to 50 microns. And they also said minimum thickness of the plastic sheets, this is plastic carry bags and this is plastic sheets, should be 50 micron. And what are the benefits if we increase the thickness? The first benefit is if we increase the thickness, the cost of particular bag will increase to 20%. And now after this change, there may be change in the tendency of the shop owners to provide free carry bags, and thereby there is reduction in the usage of these bags. And the second benefit is if the thickness is below 40 microns, we are unable to collect it and manage it. And now if it is above it, so we can collect and manage it. And the second thing in the regulation of plastics they have done is plastic bags will be available only with those shopkeepers that they have to pre-register with the local bodies. If the shopkeepers are pre-registered with the local bodies, then only they will get the plastic bags. And the third thing is manufacturing and use of non-recyclable multi-layered plastic should be phased out in 2 years. That means it should not be used again. The second feature is before these rules are applicable to only municipal areas. Now this was extended to rural areas, and Gram Panchayat is responsible for implementing of these rules in rural areas. And the third thing is these rules given more responsibility to producers and generators of this waste. And the fourth thing is it gives penalties. If anyone violates the rules, then they will be having some penalties. And the fifth thing is concept of segregation at source. Like in any offices or commercial establishments, they have to segregate the waste and pay the user fee as per the local body's rules. And the sixth thing is management at source. If any public events like marriages, public gatherings, and any happens like this, they are responsible for this waste management produced by them. Seventh one is recycling and gainful utilization. That is, they will use this plastic waste under Indian Road Congress guidelines for road construction, and they will try for conversion of this waste into oil. That is, they will recycle this plastic waste for any useful purposes. Try to answer today's questions. The first question is, which of the following are not released by World Economic Forum? And the second question is, which of the following writs can be used against a person believed to be holding a public office to which he is not entitled to? Thank you.